Good morning, children. Already in the previous module, we observed the plant cell and animal cells under the microscope. Today in this module, we are going to discuss about different organelles. That means organelles means nothing but different parts. The cell organelles are cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm, nucleus. All these are we are going to discuss, and also at the same time we will discuss what is the difference between a plant cell and animal cell. Cell wall. It is present only in plant cells. It is an additional membrane present outside the cell membrane. It is a rigid, non-living layer made up of cellulose. It gives shape and protection to the plant cell and allows almost all substances to pass through it. Plant cells have cell walls because plants need protection against variations in temperature, wind, humidity, etc. as they cannot move. And the next cell wall, under the cell wall we will observe the cell membrane. Cell membrane is the outermost layer in animal cell, but coming to plant cell, after the cell wall, cell membrane is present. This is a thin, delicate and elastic membrane which forms the outer layer of a cell, also known as plasma membrane. It allows only some substances to pass through it. For example, the cell membrane in God cells of a leaf allows oxygen and nutrients to pass through it into the cell and lets waste pass out of it. Thus, cell membrane is selectively permeable. And inside the cell, it is filled with a jelly-like substance called cytoplasm. So, cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid present in the cell. Salts, proteins, sugars and other substances are present in the cytoplasm, which is a living material. Various structures known as cell organelles are also found in cytoplasm. All the functions which a cell performs are generally carried out in the cytoplasm by the cell organelles like plastids, vacuoles, mitochondria, Golgi bodies and ribosomes etc., which carry out important functions in the cytoplasm. Nucleus. It is an important component of the living cell. It is generally spherical and located in the center of the cell. It can be stained and seen easily with the help of a microscope. Nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a membrane called the nuclear membrane. This membrane is also porous and allows the movement of materials between the cytoplasm and the inside of the nucleus. With a microscope of higher magnification, we can see a smaller spherical body in the nucleus. It is called the nucleolus. In addition, nucleus contains thread-like structures called chromosomes, which are made up of with chromatin. These carry genes and helps in inheritance or transfer of characters from the parents to the offspring. For example, if one's mother has brown eyes, one may also have brown eyes. The chromosomes can be seen only when the cell divides. Nucleus, in addition to its role in inheritance, acts as control center of the activities of the cell. The entire content of a living cell is known as protoplasm. It includes the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Protoplasm is called the living substance of the cell. The nucleus of the bacterial cell is not well organized like the cells of multicellular organisms. There is no nuclear membrane. The cells having nuclear material without nuclear membrane are termed as prokaryotic cells. The organisms with these kind of cells are called prokaryotes. Pro means Primitive. Chorion means nucleus. Example, bacteria and blue-green algae. The cells like onion cells and cheek cells having well-organized nucleus with a nuclear membrane are called as eukaryotic cells. All organisms other than bacteria and blue-green algae are called eukaryotes. U means true. Chorion means nucleus. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is an irregular network of tubes present in the cytoplasm. It is used to produce and transport substances through the cell. One kind of endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes attached to it. They are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. And ribosomes. What is the function of ribosome? They are the particles that occur in the cytoplasm and on certain membranes. They manufacture proteins. Proteins are used to repair and build new cells and carry out many other functions. And another organelle is mitochondria. They are tiny, oval-shaped organelles bounded by a double membrane. Mitochondria helps convert the chemical energy stored in food into a form of energy usable for cells to carry out their functions. Hence, mitochondria are also called powerhouse of the cell. The other organelles are Golgi bodies, lysosomes and centrosomes. Golgi bodies. These organelles resembles a stalk of disc-shaped sacs. They mostly modify proteins and some fats and package them for transport. Lysosomes are small packets that contain destructive enzymes. They protect the cell by engulfing and destroying bacteria and other unwanted particles. They also digest old, worn out organelles of the cell. Centrosomes. A centrosome with a pair of centrioles is located near the nucleus. It plays an important role in cell division. Vacuoles. Vacuoles are present in plant cells and only in some animal cells. Vacuoles are membrane-bound sacs for storage, digestion, and waste removal. They contain water in which food, waste products, pigments, and other substances are dissolved. Contractile vacuoles are generally present in freshwater unicellular organisms. They help in the removal of excess water. In a plant cell, vacuoles are large. In some animals, like animal cells, if it all present, they are small. Similar to animal cells, a typical plant cell has the cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus and mitochondria. Plant cells also have large vacuoles that contain a liquid called cell sap. Plant cells, however, do not contain centrioles. They have extra structures that are unique to them. They are plastids. Plastids are organelles that can be found in plant cells as well as in certain bacteria, algae and protozoa. They are of different kinds and colors. Chromoplast. They are colorful plastids and contain pigments that give flowers and fruits their bright colors. Next one is chloroplast. They contain the green pigment chlorophyll, which is needed by plants to make food through photosynthesis. And the next plastid is leucoplast. They are colorless and store food in the form of starch, proteins and fats. And still now we observe what are the organelles present in the plant cell and what are the organelles present in plant cells. And what are the common organelles which are present in both? They are mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, cytoplasm and ribosomes. And what are the organelles present in plant cells? Only in plant cells. Cell wall, large vacuole, chloroplast, that means plastids, flagella only in gametes. And there are some specifications in animal cell. They do not have cell wall. Even the vacuoles present are small or no vacuole, no plastids, no flagella. These are some differences between plant and animal cell. But whatever the type of the cell, how an organism in previous discussion we observed cell division. What is mean by cell division? Where it is used? When an animal or plant grows, it becomes larger. To enable the organism to grow in size, its cells divide to form new cells. Cells grow to a certain size and then divides to form two new cells called daughter cells. This process by which new cells are formed is called cell division. The new cells grow to their full size and then divide again. Cell division is also necessary for the replacement of dead cells. Millions of cells in our body die every day. They are replaced every second. In detail, you will learn regarding the cell division in higher classes. So, today in this lesson, what we have learned? We have learned and observed what are the plant cells and animal cells, and also we discussed different organelles present in both plant and animal cells, and what is the difference between plant cell and animal cell.